set, go.
Hello guys, Goron Crops here. Now I'm a little bit sad. It is almost midnight and I've spent the entire afternoon after I came back from school working on stuff that you can see in front of you. I'll go through all of it in a little bit, but I did record most of it. I made progress updates and everything, but what you may or may not know is that very recently I've been having quite a lot of computer issues, and unfortunately I thought I would be able to fix it by resetting my computer, which I have, and that took a lot of my free time trying to reset everything, getting all my programs back up and running, finding out that it had not really worked and I had to do it again in order to fix some things that I broke while resetting my computer. So I had to reset my computer twice, download all my programs again, get everything back up and running twice. So that took a lot of my free time that I should have probably spent doing other stuff, like working on the base we're in right now. And no, my issues I had have not been fixed. Minecraft is still crashing, and it is very, very annoying because it just crashes for no reason, and I hate it. So yeah, sad stuff. But in resetting my computer and re-downloading all my programs, I forgot to change some settings in Open Broadcaster software, the program I use to record. So when I just recorded more than an entire episode worth of content, and the quality was absolutely horrible, and also the videos were exported in FLV format, which I cannot use in my editor. So I had to convert the files first before I could actually put them in the editor, to then find out that the quality was absolute garbage, so I could basically just discard all of that. So instead of having a very long progress update filled video, we're just gonna go through everything I did so far and then continue on working on the final bits of the base, because we are nearing completion at this point. So what did I build in those progress updates? Well, this building was built off camera. When that video started, that was basically the intro, like, hey, I built this, and then I started working on the details of it, and it is raining. By the way, we are currently a single player, and that is because AfterShock Season 2 has started, so the server is offline. Of course, it has gone online with the new server. I haven't played on it yet, though. I've accidentally logged on to it a couple of times when I was trying to access this world, because I'm used to going to the servers menu, but of course this is no longer on the servers menu, and this is now single player. I will play on AfterShock soon, after this is all done. Wow, this rain is annoying. Anyway, what did we build? We built a smithy over here and the mining facility. This is the mining facility. Pretty pleased with the way it has turned out. Basically what it is, this is, I can't, wait, I'm gonna have to go sleep. Okay, so this is the mining facility. So over here we have an elevator that goes up and down, and the idea is that this is like a log that will rotate around, and the rope would like wind up, and the elevator will go up and down. Over here you have some cogs that are being moved, and inside of this building would be a mechanism that would of course turn the cogs. Then over here is another bit of mechanism, and people would load this thing up with like ores and stuff, and then they would be brought up over here. This is like a thing that rotates as well, and these things would like push ores up, throw them onto this like trench or whatever it is, and they would come along here and be put down, and they can be put into this little minecart or whatever you would want to call it, and driven inside of here, where they will go into the smithy to be processed. So there's ores being stored over here. There's a very big fireplace with ores smelting in them. Then there's like processed iron over there, and then there's like like anvils and things like that around over here. And over here's also a chimney for the furnace or the stove downstairs, and you can even see the fire from in here, which I think is pretty cool. So yeah, that is this little area. I'm saying I'm like, what did I say again when I recorded this last time? It's just, I'm really sad that all that footage is, this was gonna be like the super epic, really long final episode. This is the final episode, by the way. You probably read that in the thumbnail or the title. And it was supposed to be like really long and awesome, full of progress, but now it's just like, look, I did all of this stuff and it's way less exciting, but I'm sorry. It's just, stuff happened and I'm really sad now, but whatever, let's move on. This is the tunnel towards the storage area and stuff of the mine, so things would be transported along this piece of rail, and there's like stuff all over the place, there's little details, little odds and ends, and when it would reach over here is where we just were when we started the episode. The minecart will drop stuff off in this big crate, where it is crane, which I'm pretty proud of. I like the way it looks a lot. The crane would be picking stuff out of there, putting them onto here, and that will be transported to what is going to be the dock. And I'm pretty sure that is all I have to show, other than the fact that I've put down more details as benches all over the town, other little odds and ends like that. Yeah, I don't really have a lot more to show you. There's just stuff, you know, little details, little things and bits and bobs. I don't know, it's I don't know why I'm having trouble talking now. It's just I am upset that stuff has gone wrong, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, let's update these maps. Kaboom. And look at that. We are literally this close to near completion. Like, when that is done, I still want to go through the town to add like little details, like more snowy bits and stuff like that. But when the dock is done, we are basically done, which is insane to believe. Like, I think after the dock is done, the only thing I still really want to do is decorate the inside of the town hall, build a ship over there, probably build a ship somewhere over here, and then we will be done. I can't believe it, actually. Now I'm looking at it and I'm like, wow, we've come so far. I mean, our little mirror village, which I still need a name for. You know what, in between now and the next cut, I'm gonna think of a name. What we're gonna do now, though, is make the dock, and I've got an idea of what I want the dock to be like. I haven't really built anything yet. There's just this big heap of mycelium over here, left over from the Mushroom Island. I'm gonna start off by removing this fishing farm, of course, and probably getting some more food, because this 12 pumpkin pie is the only food I have left. That is not going to be enough, I don't think. But yeah. What was I gonna say? The inspiration for the dock, yeah. That is something I've taken from Assassin's Creed 3, which is a game I quite like. I have played a lot of it, about 107 hours. I'm gonna throw some footage of the dock in Boston in that game. It's probably like a historically accurate dock of how docks used to look in Boston in the 17th century, if I am correct. So yeah, I'm gonna build something that looks like that. That's the idea. So I don't know what else to say. So I'm just gonna do it. You know, just do it. Okay, so I'm making progress on the dock. Don't mind the big tree in the middle. But it's getting really late. It's 1 AM. I don't want to make too much noise because I live in a building with a lot of people and I don't want to wake anyone up. So I'm just gonna quickly show you guys the progress so far, which is basically this. And then I'm gonna go to bed. I haven't killed the horses yet, I forgot. Don't. Okay, so I have figured out a way to kind of stop the crashing from happening. There's only one downside to it. The way that I found is if I go to OBS and I preview my recording, causing the game to basically record, but without saving the recording, then it crashes less, or not even at all, which is, I don't understand why, but it works, so I'm doing it. The only problem with it is I always watch YouTube while I play Minecraft, and now if I'm recording and watching YouTube at the same time, the YouTube video lags enormously, so I can't really watch YouTube when I do that. So it's either watching YouTube and crashing, or not crashing but no YouTube. So not a fun choice. because anyway, doesn't matter. I'm making progress. The main shape of the dock is in place. This is gonna be like a lower part. Over here it's gonna be higher up, and I need to figure out exactly how much higher and lower I want everything to be. And over there is gonna be another lower part, and I want to make like some other lower parts as well, although there isn't that much space for it. I might want to make this like a higher part, and then I'm gonna put in all the flooring. I'm gonna decide where there's gonna be like buildings and roofs on places. Then we're gonna make a couple of boats probably. I probably want one maybe over here, although I'm not too sure since this is probably outside the mushroom biome. But over there is a spot that's for certain inside the mushroom biome for a little boat. Over here is a spot, and I think if we were to go back here, this is also a little spot. So we can make 3 not too big boats, and here we can make a very little boat as well if we want to. I'm not gonna make any big ships because they will go outside the mushroom island, and I also don't know how to make them. I'm not very experienced in making ships. I'd love to get better at that because I absolutely love pirates, like Pirates of the Caribbean, Assassin's Creed 4, love it. Pirates are like awesome. Anything history, man. I love history and like historical shit, but I don't know. I'm gonna end it off here for now and go to bed, and tomorrow I'll continue working on stuff. Tomorrow I have a day off. I need to do some homework, but I'm going to try to finish tomorrow. So I'm excited because I mean I have to finish tomorrow. I'm gonna probably rush a little bit and like really try hard to get things done because this week school started again for me. University got back up after my exam week last week. Things are now starting again, and which is basically like I thought it wouldn't be too bad, but today I had my first physics course ever on university level, and I kinda started panicking a bit. Like the amount of work I'm gonna have to put into physics, I feel like is gonna be a lot, and physics is only one of the courses that I have. There's gonna be 2 other courses, one of which is gonna be a project with 3 other people, so that's probably gonna cost a lot of time as well. So I'm not gonna have a lot of free time after this week, so I'm really afraid that if I don't finish all of this week, I won't have the time to finish it after that. And I really want to finish this. And it's not even only the finishing of the base. I want to make like a really cool edited video showcasing the build. I want to make like forum posts on like Planet Minecraft and stuff where people can download the world and look at it, because I really want this place to like, I don't know, get out there. I want people to see this because there's a couple of people watching this series, and if you are, thank you very much, but I really want to get some recognition for all the work that I've put in. So by the time that video, the showcase video and stuff comes out, please share share it with people, because I really would love to get this build out there. I've spent hours upon hours working on it, and especially this part, of course, the mirror, it's been crazy. So yeah, if you want to share that video when it comes out, that'd be freaking amazing, and I'd love you for it. But for now, I'm gonna cut the video, go to bed, and see you in a little bit. Okay, so it is the next day, and I went to work immediately. I got out of bed, I turned on my computer, and I started to work. And as you can see, the main shape of the dock is pretty much in place, and I am pretty pleased with the way it turned out so far. You got the lower bits, the higher bits, the even lower bits, and there's like a part over here which is really low, and you know, the high differentiation or whatever, it really does make it feel pretty like, yeah, it you know, detail. It's cool. I like it a lot. It's like a dock. It feels a lot more like a dock than any dock I've ever built. Let's just say that. And there's a little bit of tweaks that while I'm walking around now I want to change stuff, but I think it's pretty good so far, and I'm just gonna go ahead and add even more detail. We're gonna add a couple of roof bits, probably one over here, one on the big part over there, and then we can just throw down crates, like iron stuff, piles of ore, hay, lots of stuff, imports, exports, products for the city will be thrown down all over the place, and that will pretty much finish the dock, and with that almost finish the entire city, which is really, really exciting once again. So yeah, I'm just gonna go get to work on that and have lunch as well, because I'm getting really hungry. Okay, the dock is pretty much done. Not completely, I still want to add a little bit more detail to it, but I am definitely getting to a point where I'm starting to get satisfied with what I've got, and I made a realization of how happy I am that we chose the Snow Village theme. Of course, that was all because of the ice lake, but if you look at the dock right now, it is pretty boring and brown and bland, and I'm still going to add a little bit more detail to it by throwing down some items and stuff, but I don't know, I don't want to put down too much anymore because of that was a lag spike, the lights turning on because it's sunrise. It's not my computer being bad, that's just the lights. But what was I saying? Yeah, I'm happy with the Snow Village because I'm gonna fill up a lot of this stuff with snow, little random patches of snow, and that's gonna make it a lot less bland, which is really cool. And you couldn't do that to any city, of course, because I mean, not any city is a snow city. So I'm really happy that we have the Snow City stuff, so we can actually get away with throwing down all the random snow and making it look good that way. So anyway, I'm gonna throw down a little bit of my items after I show you around a little bit. You know, it has not too much to be seen. A little, what I guess would be a boathouse or something, with a little bit of a crane. There's a bigger crane over here holding up a log, and then there's just random items all over the place. There's some oars over here, and yeah, just more random items and bits of dock. There's a boat over there, and most notably I have moved the map from in Town Hall, where it didn't really fit. After we're gonna decorate Town Hall, it wouldn't really fit in there, but over here in the dock, I mean, of course there would be a map of the island. If after you arrive via boat, you could go to the map and be like, okay, so this is the island. What a shitty place. It's so small, where am I gonna go? Like, why do I need a map? Doesn't matter. I like it. It's a cool thing, and I don't know, I wish you had the ability. Okay, I don't have any trapdoors on me. I wish you could place trapdoors along there to make it look a little bit more like encased, but you can't, sadly. The item frames will break, so sadly we can't do that. And also I wanted to place trapdoors on the back so it would look good from the back, but we had to remove this set of wood, and actually I might just remove that entirely to make it look a bit even along all sides. That actually doesn't look too bad. That actually looks pretty good. Okay, I'll keep that then. Yeah, map stuff. I'm gonna put down more stuff and snow, and then the docks will be pretty much done. Then it's ready to make some ships and to decorate Town Hall and decorate this little patch of soil that still needs to be cleaned up, and then we're getting close to finish. Oh, I don't want to say that word because I'm gonna forget stuff. Anyway, moving on. Okie dokie, as you can see, snow and stuff in place. Pretty sure that was the next thing I was gonna do. It's been a couple of hours since I last recorded the last clip, and you can see a big ship has popped up. I like it. I don't know. I'm always skeptical with these things. Like, I'm not a very big fan of the fences as ropes, but there's not really anything else you can do. And without it, it looks really weird having just these masts. So, yeah, I like it. Of course, the sails are not out, and this is a boat design that I grabbed off a website. I will try to remember to leave a link to it in the description, because I think I feel like I should give credit, because it's like the only thing so far that I haven't really built myself, so I feel like I definitely should credit it. It's a very cool design. I like it a lot. It's definitely like one of the better designs out there, because it's not too big. It's a schooner, it says. I happen to know what that is because of Assassin's Creed 4, but yeah, it's a really lovely boat. It's very tiny. Well, it's not very tiny, but it's like, I feel like it's an appropriate size for my little duck. So I like it a lot, and if we go on it with this, the biome, it's Mushroom Island all over it, so that's actually really good. Even if, yeah, no mobs would be able to spawn on it, even if I would not light it up, which is it is, by the way. I need to get the water out of here. That's definitely a thing that I should do. Let's do that real quick. And now you might be wondering why my inventory was filled with dirt. Well, there's a very good reason. There was one more thing besides the detailing and decorating town hall and stuff that we still have to do. It was the shores. There were a couple of parts on the shoreline where I had done things but never... No, this is a bit of a pickle. I don't really have a way out of here. Should quickly grab a ladder and put that there. But yeah, along the shores there were a couple of spots where I had dug out pieces of Mushroom Island, and I kindly just left the water 1 block deep while I went around the entire island and fixed all of that, which took me quite some time, but I'm happy that it is now done and it looks all good. If we look at the map, there's not a huge difference to it, but it is noticeable. It's just like it would be like 1 deep everywhere, but now it's like a lot more of the checkered stuff, which means that it's a little bit deeper, and that is all over the place. Like if we were to look, for example, over here, it was a very large 1 deep spot, which is now just deeper. Same thing over here, although this could be a little bit more dug out actually, now that I look at it. This is why I initially wanted to build the big boat, but I decided against it because it would go like 30 odd blocks out that way, which would not have looked good. Oh, the lamps are triggering. Ah, that's bad. Yeah, that's a thing. Okay, it stops. And here's a little boat that I built myself, by the way. Not too proud of it, but it's not horrible. I've come to learn today that if you want to make a boat in Minecraft, it has to be fairly big because you can't make small boats. I remember this one time, way back in the day. Oh god. Yeah, way back. I also made like a little town that also had a dock, and I made a couple of pretty cool boats in there. I think there might even still be videos of that on my channel. I remember making some pretty cool looking boats. I kind of wonder if I be able to recreate some of those, because they look pretty sweet. Anyway, over here is something pretty cool as well, like a little detail. It's like shelves for boats. I had more boats in here, but suddenly they all dropped to the ground as an item, and that made me scared, so I just left them for what they are now. Yeah, and this area is done, and of course if we go back here now, this is all dug out as well. This was all 1 deep water. All of this was all 1 deep, up to that island, all 1 deep, and behind there everything was 1 deep. So I fixed all of that up, and now it looks really good. I like it. I'm happy with it. We're getting so close to the end. Yeah, I'm just gonna... I mean, what's next? We're so close to being done. It's ridiculous right now. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go into the town hall and think of some furniture that will have to go in there. By the way, down there was also a very large 1 deep spot. Actually, I forgot to put the logs under the dock over there, so I'm gonna have to do that. And I want to build another boat over there as well. And I think if we do that, we're gonna be done. Okay, don't mind. I broke some chests here. There was still some leftover chests filled with stone, and I broke them, but my inventory is full, so I can't pick it up, so I'm just gonna let it despawn. Not my best work, not gonna lie, but it's better than nothing. It was a very big empty room at first, but now it's neatly decorated, I would say. A couple of paintings here and there. this is what would be. I don't have any signs. I want to put signs here because of course it's town hall, so if a visitor would come through, he would need to be told like what everything is and stuff. So let's get some signs. This would be, you know, I put those trapdoors here nicely, but they're kind of obnoxious, to be honest. This would be the information desk. Of the town hall. So let's put that down on a sign. This would be the waiting area. I don't know where I would put that sign, to be honest. Probably like over here. Waiting room. And beyond this, it's all for like personnel. So this would be like a meeting table. Here's some desks where people would do like administrative work, stuff like that. And further on, there's not that much to be seen. There's some nice curtains next to the big window, some flower pots, armor stand, there's some paintings and more flowers. So it's not like hugely detailed and decorated, but it's something. And none of the details would be visible in the mirror, I don't think, so I'm not gonna do them in the mirror either. I think it's all fine. And you know, I like the way it looks. The painting is a little bit like, you know, you walk by and you're like, is that Donkey Kong? Is it what? But you know, it's fine. Donkey Kong is pretty cool. And let's just say that this is like a Goron standing on top of a big hill protecting his gold. That's what this painting is resembling. Because of course this is like a city where Gorons would live. Mainly Gorons working in the mines, and then other people also moved in because it was like I have this story behind the village a little bit in my head. I haven't fully detailed it or anything. It was like the Gorons lived here and they started mining, and because of all the resources they mined up, they became quite wealthy, so the village attracted other people as well that started living here, and that's how it became like a whole booming village city. I mean, this is not really big enough to be a city now, is it? So I'm gonna call it a village regardless, or a town, because we have a town hall. I suppose it's like a hamlet or whatever. Terms like what side, when is something a city? I don't know. And over here, by the way, this is supposed to be like a vault, I guess. So it's in a very secure location. No one can just walk by and get it. No, especially since there's no door. They're gonna have to guard that thing at night. Yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it looks it's just a bit of detail on the wall. So yeah, and better with this, I was like, the floor is pretty bland, so I threw down some random blocks and came up with this. And it kinda does look like the Goron symbol. And it also kinda looked like a torch, which I guess is pretty cool. I quite like it. I just threw down some random blocks and it looks pretty cool. So I'll keep that. So that's the town hall done, which leaves only a very, very small amount of things to be done. For example, if we were to go up here, then we need to close this off, because that is the only way left into the mirror world. And there's one more thing to be done until, I mean, yeah, I don't want to call it done. I'm gonna do like spectator mode, fly around to see if there's anything that I still want to tweak or change. But the only thing to my knowledge really should be done still is this hole to the sheep farm closed off, and that should be us all done. Which, ooh, that is weird. Oh, there's a big hole in the wall over here. See, stuff like that. I'm gonna fly around to see if I can spot things like that, because... Oh yeah, and do I still want to make a boat? I already made one. Two, in fact. Not sure. It could look pretty cool. What if I made like a boat that is being built? By the way, I still need to put these logs in. Good thing that I thought of that. while I was over here. See, like, I'm just gonna fly around and do stuff like that, and maybe I'll make a boat. I'm gonna debate on that. I think that is about it. I've been flying around, can't really seem to find a lot that needs fixing or tweaking, so I'm just gonna add those snow layers on top of the mountain. I'm gonna see if I can think of something to put in the spot that I showed. I need to clean up some chests. I need to... that's it. That is actually it. And then I can start making time lapses of cool shots with shaders or without shaders, and I can start working on a trailer and a showcase of all of this. The stuff that I've worked on for almost, I think it's like, is it almost over a year? Like, how old is this? I have not really been keeping track, but oh, it looks so cool. I'm gonna put on bright eyes again. There we go, that looks so much better. That just makes it really, like, boom, mirror. And from a sky view, the mirror is like, it's so obvious and it works so much better. For some reason. I don't know, it works from close up as well, of course. But it looks really cool. I'm in love. Thank you guys for watching this episode. I'm gonna do those final adjustments I spoke of. And the next video that you will probably see on my channel is either the next episode of me and Nikki playing Minecraft or something, or it is going to be the showcase and stuff. I need to disable that beacon. Oh, snow. Whoa. Whoa. Ooh. That would be a cool screenshot. Anyway. Have a nice day. I love you. Oh my god, it's done.